The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
Everybody, how we doing? What's going to be our live here at the Seminole Hard Rock? Rock and Roll Poker Open is still going on, but of course, we're at Paradise Live, ladies' night tapings. And I am going golf kind of voice today.
You're going golf voice.
I am. Because the ladies are in play down there, so I've got to be good. Got a little of the white out of the video. We had to do some lighting adjustments with my super lamp.
With your super lamp.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys have not been paying attention to the Poker Night in America live stream, our friend at Titty Chips, Lauren Billings, has taken an absolute pounding in less than an hour in a cash game. $5,000 minimum buy-in, $20,000 maximum buy-in, set over set twice, and she's had both bottom sets. Just wrong. Horrible to see.
Yep. But well, that's how it goes down here. But
that's why everybody isn't a professional poker player.
Yeah, I mean Lauren's one of the better cash game players out there too. So I mean that's
and tournament play. I've played in a sit and go with her over at the Venetian, which I won't ever play at again.
Fair enough. Yep. So we're we're doing our thing over here. I was trying to chase down Nolan Dahl. I did not, but now he's back on set. He and Chris Hansen are hanging out, sharing a microphone over there.
Two of my favorite guys in poker right there.
I've been needling Chris Hansen about his pink shirt. He now insists it's watermelon.
He says it's watermelon, not even salmon. He's not going salmon with it.
No, he pulled out watermelon.
Isn't salmon the manly color?
Supposedly. But,
okay, just checking.
But yeah, we managed to kind of get a giggle out of the girls where I said light red is pink. He called it light red, and I said that's pink. Am I wrong?
I think so.
Yeah, light red is pink. But anyway, yeah. But of course, so Lauren Billings is busted off the table out here. Well, she left the table. She could have kept going. But Marsha Wolak has joined in there. Of course, the 2011 World Series of Poker Ladies Champion has now taken her seat. And Nancy Birnbaum is on deck, by the way.
Yes, she is.
So she's hoping to sneak on the show here with about 4 hours to go. Tonight they're going to stop at 10 o'clock.
Well, our good friend Jamie Kerstetter with the Grindettes doubled up a little while ago with a King High flush.
Yes, she did.
That was awesome.
So
fantastic.
Jamie's doing well. And by the way, speaking of all the Grindettes, you guys can go to grindettes.com. Check out all four of Jen and Katie Dozier, Katie Stone, and Jamie Kerstetter. Of course, also on Twitter at Grindettes and Facebook, the Grindettes.
Who's the most popular Grindette, Mark? Is there a more popular one than the other?
Oh, boy. If I had to go on worldwide fame, it would probably be Jen Shahade because of the chess stuff that she does. She's
known in more than one industry.
Yeah, I mean, Jen does a lot of commentary for the major chess events around the world. So,
but Katie Dozier's jet set traveler, somewhat like yourself, Mark.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, everybody knows all four of them. So, but boy,
they do. But Jamie Kerstetter is also an 888, a party poker pro.
That is true.
Out of New Jersey. And she's also a Run Good tier pro.
That is true.
How many patches does she wear?
I think all she's wearing is patches today.
that could get sales. They could do a pay-per-view if they do a women's cash game, patches only worn game. That would.
Hey, all I know is Vanessa Self suggested everybody play naked, so I was okay with that.
I'm game with that too. Way to go, Vanessa. I like that you tossed that in there.
I don't want to sexualize that, but I tell you what, early on they were talking a lot about
Oh,
boobs.
that's
They
money
were
wise.
they,
You make bad decisions when you're uncomfortable.
they were talking boobs and nudity, which is kind of funny. I didn't expect that.
Right up my alley, and I'm not there.
It's up everybody's alley, but so. Yeah, so but they're having a great time down there. I mean, and the more I've been able to take the time to think about this, being here for this game is such a great part of history. And in this game, I mean, to have this high stakes game going on for the ladies, and being in the room is just something special. I mean, this is going to be, I'm sure a very well watched broadcast when they do come out. And by the way, I don't know if you guys heard from when we had Todd Anderson on the show earlier. I have to change our promo because starting on January 5th, they're going to be airing on Monday nights at 10 o'clock.
Well, awesome.
So for now, it's still Sundays, but we'll be getting to Mondays starting in January with the new season. So just keep that in mind when you hear the promo. But that's pretty exciting stuff. And speaking of exciting stuff, by the way, we do have some more results coming in from the main event going on here, too. Of course, we've been covering that. And all the events here all series long. So give me 1 second here, and we'll pull that information up.
And they only had 18 coming back, and they were playing down to 6 players.
That is correct. And at the last check I have, let me see. Yeah, looks like I have the final table. They're down to 9. Here were the chip counts. I kind of wonder if Kayleen typed it up this way, but it's cute. Your leader is still Andy, and she spelled that wrong. Andrejevic. He was the chip leader starting the day. He has continued to stretch that lead out. He's now listed at 4.99 million. So I would have to say Andy, barring a major disaster, is going to be on that live stream tomorrow. Second place is Jeffrey Chang at 3.56, followed by Faraz Jaka at 2.795. And then we go to Stephen McCoy at 2.215. And Sean Winter at 1.555. And, one thing that's really interesting here, those are the only players. There's only 5 left that are over a million. Only over a million.
Who's that?
Those 5 that I just read off. Okay. And, when we finished play on, 2 nights ago on day 2, we had, I think, 4. I want to say it was 4 players over a million. I think that was it. No, 5. There were 5. So now we still only have 5 players over a million chips. That's pretty phenomenal. The other guys trying to hang on here. Mohamed Jafar is at 745,000. Jacobo Fernandez at 780,000. Chris Bollig is at 860,000, and Mike Dentali at 220,000. So, this quite frankly could be over fairly early tonight. Getting to the final table, we need to whack 3 more out of there, and then they're going to be coming back tomorrow and live streamed again on PokerNight.com.
Now, I did see, Mark, when I was trolling Twitter, that there was actually a couple bad things said about Poker Night in America. I love them, but they said that the reason why they played down to 18 players is because some players had other things to do, and Poker Night in America was getting in the way.
What do you mean by getting in the way? I'm not
of finishing the tournament instead of playing down to 6 yesterday.
Oh,
no.
No.
They had plenty of time. They could have.
Well, they could have, but here's the thing: when there's a live stream set up and they're planning to play down to 6, it doesn't matter. That's always scheduled that way. If you look on the schedule,
what's the min cash right now?
I don't have it handy. I know 10th place was 26.
But they started with 18 today, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Now, how much is one night's hotel stay there?
Depends what hotel you're staying at. So, not much. But
not much.
No, but the thing is that this is always planned when you have a live. And the same thing with the WPT event. They're going to play it down in that fashion as well. So it's nothing new. I think whoever's trolling out there is just like, kind of off base because this was always scheduled as a 5-day event. These guys and really, anytime there's a WPT or a live stream or thing, that's how they schedule it down. They get down to 18-6 because one of the things that people I think don't understand, is they do need that prep time. And you're trying to build storylines as well, but I mean, it's just the way this is set up. There's other, the other issue too is that once they got down to today's play yesterday, that moved from the ballroom into the poker room. So they didn't want to keep eating too many tables up in there either. So not buying the Poker Night in America got in the way thing. Quite frankly, that's bullshit. Sorry.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at different things.
Yeah, well, you know what? If they were down here playing for that spot, they wouldn't be griping about it. But no, I mean that's standard. Did the same thing here, for the last series, and and everyone before that. So, but anyway, yeah. But yeah, so those and it looks like we just got a notification for Ozjaka. Has gone down to 1.9. But now he's reporting there are 7 players left.
Ooh. It's going to be another early day for them.
Yeah,
they'll be able to come back all nice and rested up and have their precious beauty sleep.
Well, they need it. It's a grind in here. And I think people just, when you're playing for this much money, I mean, if you haven't been in that spot before, it's tough. And but yeah, let me refresh that and see if they've got those eliminations up there. But Faraz, like I said, just reporting down to 7. And let me take a look. I do see. Yeah, they actually just got him posted. Mike Dentali is out in 9th, and let's see. Looks like. Oh, wow, they were all in on a 3-way hand there. Dentali goes out in 9th. Jacobo Fernandez out in 8th. So that literally just happened, and Jacobo had kings cracked on that.
Wow.
It was a flop of... Okay, so Jacobo has king spade, king clubs. Dentali has 9-8 of hearts. And Sean Winner has ace queen of hearts. Flop comes out ace 8 diamond, 7 heart, 4 heart. And then queen diamond, 2 of heart. So that gives Sean Winner the nut flush. Oh, that's a sick hand. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, no wonder Mike got in there, too, with the top pair and the flush draw, too. Unbelievable. So, yeah, so they are now down to 7. So one more elimination, and they're going to be off to the final table.
Tomorrow.
The official, the live stream final table. So now, once again, that's going to be broadcast on pokernight.com. So one away. I tell you, that's how they play it down here, kids. You can't, and trust me, as a blogger, you can't blink an eye. You can't. Nate, you will soon get to experience this. Okay, I'm going to tell you, you will soon get to experience what it's like blogging with 2 tables to go, for example, and people are just going apeshit. It is something else, I'll tell you what. But
we'll have to do it back-to-back, Mark.
Oh, well.
So RunGoodGear.com just tweeted, can confirm Jamie Kersteter's story. They drank all the Fireball at Tulsa Hard Rock during the Run Good Poker Series.
They did. Lady named Reggie down here is apparently buying the table Fireball shots.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So by about the next
clothes are coming off.
Now. I don't know about that, but that is pretty
trying to
funny.
get back up the live stream so I can at least watch.
Yeah.
A little bit of.
Yeah, like I said, Marsha Wallach has got on the table now. Nancy Birnbaum's in the bullpen waiting. Somebody steps out of there. They may just give her a chance to shift in, but I'll tell you what. I mean, like I said,
this game's going to go on for hours.
Well, they stop at 10, so they're going to take a break here pretty soon. Get something to eat and then come back and wrap up the tapings. But they've just had so much fun down there. I mean, they were even feeling bad for Lauren and making some comments after she got knocked off the table. But this should be fantastic television. They're gonna get a lot of episodes out of this. They really will. I mean, it's just it's been pretty cool to say the least. So, very proud to be here. I want to thank Poker Night in America for inviting us over. And yep, it's been fun. Chris Hansen's still down there on the mic, by the way. We're hoping to get to have Chris on the show once these ladies take their dinner break.
I interrupted him during a blackjack session that he was having at the Palms the last time I seen him.
Shame on you.
I know, right? I seen him. I'm like, Chris. He's like, hey, Nate, how you doing? I'm like, good. How about you? He's like, yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like, well, I'll let you get back to your luck then.
Well, that's too bad. All right, but
I've had the pleasure of playing him in a poker game also in Meskwaki, Iowa, and I've even my wife, I guess Angel, and Fred Bevel and Chris Hansen were making fun of her during my final table appearance on the Heartland Poker Tour in 2006.
Oh, there you go. Looks like we got a double up in the championship event. Mohammed Jafar got to 1 million, and that job for Faraz, like I said, down to under 2. So that's, like I said, that's the last update that we've got on there. One player away from knocking that out. And then, of course, there is another event finishing up, event 19, that $150 buy-in, $50,000 guarantee on that one. Drew a bunch of players. So we're kind of waiting to hear something about that. But, of course, all eyes are on that main event in there.
$480,000 up top.
Plus the 200. Don't forget that.
Plus the 200.
Plus the 200. Plus the 200. Yeah. So a lot happening here. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nate.
I'm watching this live stream, Mark, and I am kicking myself for not being there.
Oh, I know.
Just the beautiful ladies in the room.
Yeah, and like I said, they've all been so classy out here, and to a point.
Oh.
When they haven't been classy, it's been in a non-classy good way.
Boy, Mark, now you get to see everything live, so I'm going to give you about a time frame. Let's see how approximately how far we are behind. Right here, Marshall Wallach flops a set of 8s versus Vanessa Selps.
Okay, well. And I'm in a little bit of, because even those on camera, I'm kind of leaning forward because where I'm at, I'm just a little bit back on the balcony, so I can't quite, when I'm broadcasting here, I can't quite see the table because I had to back away from the railing a little bit.
So you didn't get in the shot. You're like, Mark, you're in the shot.
Yeah,
back it up.
This sucks because all I can see is Chris Hansen.
Well, I've no other things that are worse to look at.
That is true, but
could be stuck like behind some bum in a back alley by the Gold Nugget.
Yeah, but like I said, this has just been just a blast out here, and
Marshall Wallach just took it down. So didn't even get to see the end of it. Darn it.
Oh well. All right.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how far we are behind in the live stream, and I'm trying the blonde in seat 1. Who is that?
Give me 1 second. Let me get my list here. That is Jacqueline Moscow, I believe. Dr. Jacqueline.
Dr. Jacqueline
yep.
Moscow?
Mm-hmm.
She's what is she a doctor in?
Don't ask me. I've been
thought
hearing...
you said bone ass. But
no, don't
okay,
ask.
Don't ask.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. She's got some cleavage, man.
Nate,
I'd like to sing Jingle Bells between those two things.
Jesus, Nate. Way to denigrate the ladies. Nice job.
No, she's flaunting it. I'm sorry.
Well,
that's exactly what they. That's why they're there, Mark.
Well, that I will not debate. But yeah, so once again, that lineup down there is Danielle Anderson, Natasha Barber, Jessica Dolly, Ebony Kinney, who I got to have a chance to talk to. Great lady there. Jamie Kerstetter, Lily Coletto, Jacqueline Moscow, Vanessa Selbst, and Marshall Wallach has now joined the table down there.
Taking out our friend Titty Chips, Lauren Billings.
Well, always picking on the redhead. What's going on there? So sad.
I really wanted to see Lauren Billings do really, really well. She's been on our show. Jamie Kerstetter's doing really good, so we've got the grind that's on weekly.
Yep. You betcha. Yeah, speaking of which, by the way, you have Simon work on a guest for tomorrow. I'll do some work too. Because I have not heard back about our possible guest that we were supposed to be trying to get for tomorrow. So we'll work on that. We'll work on that. But of course, we're on KLAV tomorrow. I'm going to be getting off the plane and.
You're like nonstop from here until Friday at 8:30, and then you're nonstop until December 15th.
That is correct. Because of course, as a reminder, we will be at the Two-Pair Poker Tour event in Eugene, Oregon, at the High Mountain Poker Palace, doing commentary, live reporting, all sorts of great stuff. 880 main event, so nothing too ridiculous out there if you want to come up and play. Great structure, despite Alan Kessler not liking the 255 not being in there. Alan got a little pissy about that on Twitter.
Okay.
But Roger shouldn't have asked him publicly. That was a mistake. I'm gonna needle Roger about that when I see him. I'm like, why would you go after Alan Kessler? Alan, what do you think of our structure? Come on up. Ask him that privately. But oh well, what are you gonna do? All right. Well, we're gonna step back, take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna have more coverage from Poker Night in America here. I know the ladies are gonna be headed to break fairly soon here, so we'll try and grab Chris Hansen, and a couple of gals, bring them up here to say hi. Should be a lot of fun.
Can I pick?
We'll take whoever we can get. All right, so let's step back and take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show, once again live from the Seminole Hard Rock Paradise Live Theater, Poker Night in America, Ladies Night Taping. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
The Two-Pair Poker Tour takes over the High Mountain Poker Palace in Eugene, Oregon, December 4th through the 14th. The series features 8 live-streamed final tables where you could be playing for a championship for all your friends to see. This Two-Pair Poker Tour series will also feature appearances by ESPN's Lon McCarran, WSOP bracelet winner Tyler Patterson, Two-Pair Team Pros Sean Drake, Matt Bodorf, and Drew Casari, plus the Mark Hoke Show team, bringing you commentary and live event coverage throughout the series. And book your rooms now with a special poker player rate at the beautiful Holiday Inn Eugene Springfield by calling 541-284-0631 and use the group code HMP. So join us at Eugene, Oregon for the Two-Pair Poker Tour December 4th through the 14th. For all the series info, visit twopairpoker.net, the number 2pairpoker.net. Two-Pair Poker. We provide the ultimate player experience.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our 4th annual Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, November 13th through December 3rd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts November 13th with a $500,000 guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Championship begins November 28th through December 3rd with a guaranteed prize pool of $2 million. Final table of the championship will be live streamed by Poker Night in America and aired on CBS Sports. Space is limited. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
I'm huffing and puffing. Blowing the house down. Literally. We are back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for being with us. Live from the Seminole Hard Rock. From the Rock and Roll Poker Open, of course. Poker Night in America. Nate, I thought I had about 30 more seconds there. I did not. Nate Dallin, are you still alive? Nate Dallin.
Oh, yes, I am still alive.
Okay, there you are.
I just had the darn mute button pressed because I'm watching Vanessa Selps and Ebony Kenny and Jacqueline Mascow playing poker on Ladies' Night on our good friends Poker Night in America.
Yep. So, so we're working on getting some people up here, and apparently the ladies are going to be headed on break here in a couple minutes. So I'm kind of wishing I had waited on that commercial break. I thought I had more time on that too, but I guess not.
Don't worry, Mark. We'll get it all figured out.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this coming up week. It's my first away from home commentary and blog adventure.
Yeah, I hope you're ready to blog.
I am.
It's going to be blogamania for you, for sure.
Blogamania.
I'll be talking mania.
I'm going over Al's stuff right now and your stuff right now. I figure I can keep up.
Yeah, I know you can do it.
Yeah. It doesn't take a rocket scientist from North Dakota State to figure it out, man.
You're a funny guy. You're a very funny guy. All right. Well, so we'll grab who we can, and if I have to step away and put the logo up, Nate can babble for a couple minutes, and we'll grab some people and get them up here. But they know, so we're working on it.
Okay.
All right.
You know, when you go away, Mark, I'm going to talk all about what I'm going to do tonight at 6.
Oh, you got your big ass poker show, right?
No, the Big Ass Poker Show is Wednesday night.
Oh.
Tuesday nights on Tilt Radio is Beyond the Grind.
Oh, I get
hosting me and Jeff Schumann of the Eastern Poker Tour. And we've got, we were going to have Chris Wallace on tonight, but he's going to be playing over in the 1K at the Canterbury Park, I believe. It's a 1K Survivor Series. They just held their first 10K Survivor Series up there.
Oh, wow. Well, good for them.
But Mark, there is breaking news in the online poker world.
I did mention that this morning. There's a bill going to committee in California.
There is. And did you know that PokerStars, even after changing hands, is still going to be denied entrance into California?
On the shite list. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Even after changing hands, as I said, Mark, they are going to have to rebrand. They are going to have to do a lot of different hoops to get into the United States market.
They're going to have to hook up with a big casino and with somebody with some deep lobbying pockets is what they're going to have to do. But I have heard rumor that they are going to be in New Jersey soon. So
I've heard the rumor too, and then getting some full tilt hats here and there. It's kind of telling me that they're definitely trying. They've got some people out there marketing for it.
Yeah,
lobbying for it.
I heard some pretty good sources that it's on the way soon. So, but then of course we've all had lots of great sources.
They'd be teaming up with, I wonder, because the one sale that went for like a penny of what it was actually worth didn't fall through, or it fell through, and it's not going to happen.
I'm trying to think who's left. Golden Nugget?
No, they have their own brand that they're
right.
just waiting to kick.
Well, you never know.
You can play on Golden Nugget from there and win free nights at the Golden Nugget and $100 Landry gift cards.
Oh, I think I can. Hey, I can stop doing the golf voice. I'm excited. Hey, all right. The players are taking a break now, so I can talk. I'm excited about that.
Yay! Now, they are not on break on my screen.
Right.
So now I get to figure out. It's 3:33. They just went on break, so now I get to figure out how long the stream is.
It should be a half an hour. That's what it's set at. So, 1.5 hour. All right. So, once again, players are taking a break here on Poker Night in America. Ladies' night taping, and I'm hoping at some point Nolan's going to get up here because the one thing that I really want to talk to Nolan about on this is the historical significance of this high-stakes cash game being on television with the ladies. I mean, this is never been done, and I think really it is a breakthrough moment.
I'd love to know their live numbers right now.
It would be interesting, but and I remember when we discussed doing this ladies' night with Todd Anderson on the show, and then he announced it. I mean, the Twitters blew up. Everybody got excited about it, and I really think that there's a huge audience, for things like this. And when Lauren Billings was up here a little while ago in the afternoon show, she mentioned that it would be cool to do a lot of specialty shows, and I agree. I agree 100%.
Absolutely. We always want to be searching for something new and different and something that'll catch your attention.
Right.
And this is an attention catcher. Not only are they playing poker, they are playing poker for real cash. Not just a tournament, not a little sit and go. This is real money. And this is real money to them also and their backers. Because you can even check out most of these ladies' Twitter. They were selling their action.
Yeah, and I can tell you, we mentioned that to Lauren today too. That this is real money. This is not, everybody's, putting up 10% and, and playing or everything's fake. I mean, I've literally seen these women buy in, and the players from yesterday and the day before buy in, to talking about how much how much money they have available to them to use, and, having to run to the cages and get some chips and everything else. I mean, this is legit. This is not some game
But this is in Florida. This isn't in Las Vegas. So I do not believe in Florida. I do not believe cash plays. So they don't have the bricks that you'd see in a Las Vegas style game.
Yeah, I don't think they do there. It is all chips down there. So, all right. So we're just kind of hanging out here. Well, hopefully somebody's going to swing up, and if not, we'll take a break and I'll grab somebody.
Well, tell me about your poker. What have you done since you've been there, Mark?
I played the Thanksgiving evening tournament, and it was nothing exciting. Didn't cash. I think I finished 18th. But that was about it. So nothing.
Well, hopefully we can do good when we're up there. Hopefully we get to play at least one event.
Yeah, good luck.
You're going to let me play one, right?
If we have time.
You're going to let me play one, right? There's like a 135 that's like sick.
If we have time.
Oh.
Dude,
if
we're
not on the air one day,
here's the thing.
Somebody should call housekeeping because Mark is hog-tied up in the hotel room.
See,
and I'm playing poker somewhere.
You're about to learn, Nate, what happens when I go on these trips. Everybody, it's funny. And I think it's interesting to talk about that a little bit because I don't think people have a clue what it's like to be in the poker media when you cover an event. Because it isn't just, we sit around, babble, write a blog post. Everybody is running around like a maniac, and we're doing it for between 10 and 14 hours a day. Every day. We got, this series, we got Wednesday off and we got Thanksgiving off. Wednesday we got off because it was all satellites. Thursday was Thanksgiving. That's it. I've been here.
I have any holiday breaks, man. What do you mean, for 10 days? I have to work 10 straight days?
Yeah.
You're not going to let me play poker?
It's not up to me.
Whoever's signing the check.
Exactly. But I've been down here since, what day did I leave, Nate? That was I think it came down on the 14th?
Yeah. Well, you stopped in about a year ago,
yeah.
And then you popped in back and forth.
Yeah, I got down here on the 13th because we did the show on the 12th. And then I left on the 13th. So I've been here since November 13th. Okay? And I have literally had 2 days off, and only because it was Thanksgiving. That's it.
Where did you eat Thanksgiving dinner, Mark?
Oh, you know what? We went to the Hard Rock Cafe.
Who's we?
Alcan, Hang, and Kayleen, our blog team. We decided to.
Hey, that's people that you're thankful for.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What would you have done? It would have just been you and the family here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I would have cooked my ass off.
Cooked your ass off.
Yeah. That's what I do on Thanksgiving. It was heartbreaking to not cook Thanksgiving dinner.
We had a little On Tilt Radio Thanksgiving party where my co-host Jeff Schumann and his wife Rudy and Heather from the Big Ass Poker Show, myself and Vegas Angel from Beyond the Grind, and the kids went and had Thanksgiving dinner. It was pretty fun.
Well, awesome. Good for you. Glad you had a great Thanksgiving, man. That's awesome.
It was a good day.
By the way, there's a tweet out there from Veronica at @angry_Pollock. And our friend Matt Bodorf, who is one of the two-pair pros, is in on this tweet. At Poker News 916, which is Bodorf, at SHRPO, at Mark Hoke Show, at Poker Night TV, at SHR Hollywood. I would give up Starbucks for a year to sit on Vanessa's left.
Oh, really? To sit on her left, huh? And just sit there and pound her all night long? Because she's betting light so often.
Well, of course she is. We all know she's super aggressive.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't want to.
But she's also very smart about it.
I wouldn't want to be sitting anywhere near her on a table. Give me the other side.
She's also the deepest pocketed girl at this table.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
She is the deepest pocketed poker player, because I'm not going to do that to Vanessa. She is not a girl. She is a full grown woman. I apologize.
That's all right.
These ladies are amazing.
Oh, I mean, I think one thing that is really fantastic about this show is that they have really been able. They're able to spotlight very talented players here. I mean, these aren't Just about all these women are pretty well accomplished. I mean, I've heard interesting stories about one or two, but for the most part, I know a lot of these women. I mean, I'm looking at the list. Danielle Moon Anderson, obviously, an online superstar. Natasha Barber was won a circuit ring out there. Lauren Billings, incredible cash game player. We all know Ebony Kenny and Lily Coletto. Jamie Kerstetter. Jess Dolly is a pretty good player. Jacqueline Moscow is solid too. I mean, and then you have Vanessa Selps there and Marsha Wolak just joined the party. I mean, what a group to put on display out here for everybody to see. I mean, and Lauren, Lauren's going to get the sympathy vote on this one, but
yeah, she took a couple like massive harsh beats.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. So, Nate, I think your dog stepped into the room, by the way.
Yes, she came in and laid down right next to me.
Once again, if you missed one of our other broadcasts, Nate Dowland has a dog that sounds like a respirator. He's back home in Las Vegas. It's a respirator that drools. There it is. That dog is something else. Oh, my God. Yeah, and I'm starting to see some tweets, by the way, about the live stream for the main event final table tomorrow. That's going to be on pokernight.com. There's a link on the top that says live stream. David Tuckman handling the duties from home. A rat bastard. I should go to David's house. He's in California. He's in Southern California. I think he lives in Burbank. We had to head over to Burbank and
6 hours away.
Yep, crash the live stream. That's what we'll do after the show. We'll just buzz down. Of course, the way things are going in this thing.
That's right. Tuckman's actually at home, sitting at home, watching this and just calling it off the live stream.
Yeah. I hate to break the fourth window on that, but yeah, David is home on a remote watching this. So he's seeing the exact same things that you guys are in the same way. Got a feed coming in, and off he goes. All right, and of course, by the way, in event 19 out here at the Seminole Hard Rock, they are on the money bubble. In that one, that's the $150 no limit hold'em re-entry event with a $50,000 guarantee. Start with 85 players today, down to 46 and 45 are getting paid. So the last bubble about to burst here at the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. And it did. Quickly. Hey, we got a post on that on shrpo.com. Yep. How about that? 0 rounds of hand for hand to get into the money. As they were getting ready to stop the action table, the corners was playing out their last hand. Melvin Suero got him in. Flop trip 5s. Busted ace, king, and queens for the double elimination.
Well, we now have a brand new team member from Blue Shark Optics, just announced an hour ago.
I saw that, Alan Kessler.
Alan Kessler.
I'd be scared.
Longtime supporter of Blue Shark Optics and the Mark Hoke Show.
Absolutely.
Alan is now an official teammate of mine and team member of Blue Shark Optics.
Well, congratulations to Alan.
That's awesome.
I bet he got a much better deal than you did.
I bet you he did too. They've probably already got one with his name on it, but they just came out with a brand new pair called the Lava Sharks that are absolutely awesome. If you use code VegasNate when ordering, you'll get a great discount right before Christmas. It's fantastic.
There you go.
One word, VegasNate.
All right. So once again, the players are on break down there. So we let's see, we're about 6:45. So I think we can get another commercial break in here. I'm going to see who I can find if I can get somebody up here to say hi to us while the ladies are taking a breather. I may get Ebony Kenny. I got to talk to her. She's a terrific person, by the way. The first time I really got to meet her. Very nice lady. So how about we step back, Nate? We'll take another break. And
all right.
we'll
my dog snore a little louder.
There you go. We'll be back on the Mark Hoke Show. Hey, and don't forget, we got some great sponsors coming up here on these ad rolls. There's some awesome discounts. Please take advantage of them because they're the ones that support our show. And if you guys don't buy stuff, they don't come back, and then then I'm broke. So we can't have that. That would suck, right, Nate?
Right, Mark.
Right. We can't do that. Not that well, anyway, let's take our break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live at Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open at Paradise, live right now for the Ladies' Night Poker Night in America taping. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our 4th annual Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, November 13th through December 3rd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts November 13th with a $500,000 guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Championship begins November 28th through December 3rd with a guaranteed prize pool of $2 million. Final table of the championship will be live streamed by Poker Night in America and aired on CBS Sports. Space is limited. Visit shrpo.com or the poker room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
The Two-Pair Poker Tour takes over the High Mountain Poker Palace in Eugene, Oregon, December 4th through the 14th. The series features 8 live-streamed final tables where you could be playing for a championship for all your friends to see. This Two-Pair Poker Tour series will also feature appearances by ESPN's Lon McCarran, WSOP bracelet winner Tyler Patterson, Two-Pair Team Pros Sean Drake, Matt Bodorf, and Drew Casari, plus the Mark Hoke Show team, bringing you commentary and live event coverage throughout the series. And book your rooms now with a special poker player rate at the beautiful Holiday Inn Eugene Springfield by calling 541-284-0631 and use the group code HMP. So join us at Eugene, Oregon for the Two-Pair Poker Tour December 4th through the 14th. For all the series info, visit twopairpoker.net, the number 2pairpoker.net. Two-Pair Poker. We provide the ultimate player experience.
I'm Dutch Boyd, 2-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle. Right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America. PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
God, I'm going to start sounding like that dog. Man. Up the stairs, down the stairs, run, run, run. But look out, poker entertainment. Here we come on the Mark Hoke Show. Along with Nate Dallin.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sirree. We're having a great time here at Seminole Hard Rock. It's our last night here before I hop on the plane and come home. We're back on KLAV tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Someone will be on the show with us. I know not who, but we'll get it figured out.
So, Mark, there was a man that was ran over a little over a week ago here in Las Vegas. You may have heard of it. He was crossing the road. He had his granddaughter in his arms, or in a stroller.
Oh.
And she struck and killed him and injured the baby. And she drove away. And she turned herself in today, even though going to her attorney on Friday, or it may have been even before Thanksgiving. I'm looking at the story.
Yeah, that's a shame.
The crash happened on November 24th.
Oh.
And here it is, the second already? And she was still a free woman until this morning, even though she did a hit and run and
wow.
Down in Rainbow and Warm Springs.
Got to be careful out there, kids. Man, I'll tell you what, just some people out there. But, yeah, we're seeing it all over the country, too, but we won't get into all of that.
29-year-old female driver, Galina Kolova, surrendered at 2 p.m. today.
Good. Get her off the frickin' streets.
Yeah, and that's the last I'll mention her.
That's a good call. All right, well, we're going to have a couple of guests coming up here, thanks to my sprinting procurement skills. Chris Hansen's going to join us. So we'll be seeing Chris up here in a little bit. And Jamie Kerstetter is also going to come say hi. As much grindette love as we give, she better come on the show, or I'm going to, I'll bench press her or something. Actually, I don't want to mess. I don't want to mess with Jamie. She's tough.
She is.
Played soccer and rugby and
I am going to mention this girl again because she's an actress. She has a profile on Explore Talent, acting, modeling profile. 29-year-old female.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that takes care of that.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the real.
Yeah.
Ladies
Back
of
to
the world.
the fun. We got ladies' night going on here. The good ladies. all here.
I don't want to root for anybody in particular, but somebody needs to bust out and move on because I want to see Nancy Birnbaum in this game.
Well, I'm sure. Well, the ladies may take a break too, but they've been
And
grinding.
Marsha Wallach makes another set.
Yeah, she's kicking ass down there. That's why
Holy snot.
you don't mess with the ladies champ, and you don't mess with this guy either. Let's get him in here. I've been messing with him all day long, and I do apologize. I'm a horrible person. I really am. Chris is starting to find that out real quick.
I was going to say either Nolan Dollar or Chris Hansen.
Yeah, no, I don't mess with Nolan because
nobody messes with Nolan.
No, that is such a bad sin. Let me move you over here a little bit, get you on the camera.
What, we're on the internet?
Yeah. How about that?
I don't have to pay for this, do I? Like $3.99 a minute or anything, do I? That's usually.
That's not a bad idea.
That's my experience, with the video camera.
Almost 600 shows. I should, if I'd have been charging all this time for people to come on the show.
That's what I do. I'm an idea man.
I'd have been gold.
I don't follow through on the ideas. I just have a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, some of them are bad too.
Yeah.
But that's the way it works for all of us. All right. Well, Chris, welcome to the show. And let me ask you this first. Obviously, an amazing night going on here. History is being made with this cash game. What's it like being down there on the floor for this?
It is because this has never happened. It is like watching something that you don't know exactly how things are going to go. So we were talking about it yesterday of saying, what's it going to be like with, the table full of all women and they're all very accomplished and different levels of accomplishment. And, will the claws come out or will they, get real snarky with one another? Will they be laid back and cool? And, pretty much laid back and cool is exactly what you've seen, and the nicest group of people you could put together, man, woman, dog, child, anything, that this group of players is just phenomenal to sit and watch. And one of them in particular, and I know I just talked to her downstairs, that she's not feeling bad, but we're feeling bad for her, is Lauren Billings.
Oh, just brutal.
Poor Lauren got set over set in the first 2 hours of the cash game today. Got stacked both times, 6K for the first time, 5K on the second time. And I mean, both she was 3s versus 8s and then 5s versus jacks, if I remember correctly. So it is a little consolation to know you're behind from the beginning, but at the same time, when you hit that set, the first time you're thinking, sweet, I'm doubling up. And the second time you're thinking, all right, I'm getting even. It doesn't happen.
No. And Lauren, I know Lauren very well. She's a terrific lady, and tough break for her on the show today.
That's poker, as they say.
Yes, it is. But the play down here, it seems like everybody's it hasn't gotten too out of hand. There are only a couple of people getting taken down to the felt. But the conversation has been hilarious.
It has been. Listening to them talk about their different experiences at the poker table and things that they've run into, that they are in a unique situation, that they are women who are in a profession or have a hobby that is dominated by males, and that's normally what they are not. Well, they are putting up with it. Let's be honest. Is
absolutely.
that they're having to put up with a lot of the things that go on, and that Vanessa Selbst had made a comment very early on. She said, how far poker has come, not just because you're finally having the very first ever women's televised cash game, but she said how far the game has come. That she said when she first started playing, 3 betting was like, forget about it.
Oh, yeah.
4 betting, now this is women versus women. 4 betting, like it didn't even exist.
Mm-hmm.
And, shipping in your entire stack to somebody pre-flop, with something, like a 5 deuce, it was unheard of. And she was amazed at watching the action at the cash game at this level of 20 or 25-50 to see how the play was opened up. So I think that's a real big testament to, that of women playing with the boys as it would be, they've all got game. I would tread very lightly if I was put into this game.
I know many of those women down there. I wouldn't mess with them at all.
No way.
No, not in any way whatsoever, because they will hurt you.
Yeah,
that's what they do. We had a couple good tapings last couple of days too.
Yeah,
with Ellie Lesser apparently getting into it a little bit. Gavin going crazy. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect from those other 2 shows that sessions you guys did.
Yeah, the other 2 sessions, there was an interesting situation. John Robert Blonde joined us on the first day, and I think he, I love Gavin Smith, but a little bit of, and everyone will agree, Gavin will probably agree, a little bit of Gavin goes a whole long way.
It does.
And when Gavin really gets on a roll and is having fun, and sometimes the needles It's not just one needle he has. He's got like
It's a porcupine. It is literally like grabbing a porcupine.
it's like a phlebotomist convention sometimes when he gets around. There's so many needles ready to be poked. And John Robert was just done with him and had him so seemingly tilted. And so that was kind of funny at the end of the night. And then yesterday there was a situation. Again, great players around the table. Anytime I can watch Matt Glantz play poker, I absolutely love it. And there was a situation where Matt Glantz was away from the table, and Rep Porter was sitting right next to him in seat 1. Rep, because he was, just barely away from the table, Rep grabbed his cards, looked at him, and said, "Hey, Glantz, I think you're going to want to come and play these."
Oh, no way.
And put the cards back down. Glantz comes back over, looks at his cards, and immediately raises. Action gets over to a player. I'm sorry, I don't know his last name, but Raj comes over to Raj. Raj re-raises him. Blinds fold, comes back to, and I hate telling these kind of stories, but it comes back to Matt Glantz. Glantz comes over the top. Raj ends up folding. Glantz shows that he had kings.
Yeah.
And this got Ellie hot under the collar.
Wow.
Because he had said that hand should have been dead from the beginning. And he said, he wasn't. He said the amount of information that he was giving away. So this great, and then of course Gavin gets involved, and the whole table was kind of going back and forth on what is the appropriate situation, what is the appropriate call there.
Right. That is interesting.
Because there's one thing about saying, "Hey, it's your turn, get over here, we'll wait for you." But there's another of looking at another player's cards and then saying, "Hey, I think you're going to want to come and play these."
I would think that would get you thrown off the table if you looked at somebody else's cards.
That's
at least
poker
a
night in
penalty,
America.
but-
Let's have some fun.
Oh, of course, of course. Well, the show has progressed so much. I mean, you guys have done such a great job,
Thank
building this show up, and you're doing all sorts of fantastic pieces too, and trying to get these guys out of the poker realm and into other areas. Where do you see this show going from here? Because I know you're always looking to improve. What do you want to see? As the next step for Poker Night in America?
I want to see poker going back to the reason why a lot of us played poker. Now, and there's absolutely nothing. I cannot say how much I don't want to detract from these people, but poker's become such. Poker was that game that our grandfathers played and our fathers played and brothers and whatever it was. You go military. I mean, this is something that has been happening forever.
Deer camp.
You go back to exactly out in the deer camps.
I forgot to warn you, Nate's on the line.
Your
Nate
one-eyed,
Downs
your
on the line,
one-eyed
brother.
Uncle Pete, is putting you all in for 15 bottle tops, and if you lose, you got to pay him $100 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And the thing is that poker then became, once it started to, it became more of a science, if you would, getting away from a skill.
Agreed.
Of the numbers that is involved. And if you want to take it to that level, that's great. But then that also bred, along with, at the end of Poker before Black Friday, bred kind of the person who would have been the math whiz or the genius who would have had really no outlet for the skill and numerology that they can spin through quickly. This gave them an avenue. But the problem was a lot of those people had zero personality.
Right.
And I don't want. I'm not looking down upon these people. That's just who they are. And this stereotype might be there for a reason. But they became the hoodie. It became the headphones. It became the sunglasses, and that kind of ruled poker for a long time. And I think that took a lot of the personality out of it. So we at Poker Night in America had said that's kind of what we want to get back to. Let's have a game with these established pros. Everyone knows people want to see pros. People want to see Phil Hellmuth. People want to see these big name pros come and play cash. This is what they're the best at. I want to watch Tiger Woods. If I could just watch Tiger Woods goof around and go play 9 holes for just for fun and talk to him and interact with him a little bit and to pick his brain, that's as good as it's ever going to get.
Right.
That if you could watch LeBron James at a shoot around, just having a good time or playing a game of horse with a friend. For a lot of these players, this is kind of what they're doing. It's not the nosebleed stakes. For a lot of us, yes, it's nosebleed stakes. 5K minimum buy-in, 20K max, playing 25-50. But for a lot of these players, that is a level where they feel comfortable, and you get to see a loosey-goosey, fun, but yet skillful and entertaining form of poker. So that's where I want to see Poker Night in America go, is get deeper into that and kind of maybe push some of that back into card rooms and into the basements where people play in garages. We all remember how great that poker boom was and how awesome it was and how everyone was playing poker, and you'd go to the grocery store and they'd have poker chip sets at the grocery store you could buy.
Yep.
I want to get back to that boom feeling of everyone's into it because it's fun and it's exciting. It's not somebody talking. mathematical jargon left and right. If that's your thing, that's great. It gives you a great advantage to have that kind of information.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of us just want to have fun playing this game that we played on the back of a bus on the way to basketball games when we were in high school.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the World Series this year, I'm out there for all 7 weeks, and this year especially was it just felt so businesslike and so and everybody if they were busting out, they were even more miserable than they normally are. It's just the fun is.
That's because you were stuck behind the booth all year, Mark.
Well, that didn't hurt.
I was out there. I got to play in an event. It was so fun.
I did get in one, but it's just the general attitude that it's become so much of a business because all that money dried up that was out there, and now it's gone, at least for the moment. So I think the show is doing such a great service in bringing the fun back into poker, and you're doing a great job at it, by the way.
Well, thank you. I fell into this occupation totally out of accident, and I can't believe there's not been at least 5 people who have taken my job.
I'm working on it.
I'm kidding. By this point.
I'm kidding.
You've inspired people, Chris. I'm Nate Dowland from Season 2 of the Heartland Poker Tour up in Peshabytown, Michigan.
Oh, my gosh.
And you've inspired me to do what I do now, which is host radio shows on On Tilt Radio and co-host with Mark.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of Shabbytown. Was that Grand Traverse?
Mike Banducci. Yeah, where Mike Banducci took second versus Ron Strahl.
Yeah, that's ringing a lot of bells. I remember that. Was that in the days when they used to shut the casino down at 2 a.m.?
Yes, we had to play all day. We started the cards were in the air at 8.
Yeah.
They unlocked the casino at 7:45.
Yeah, and at 2 a.m. it doesn't matter what's going on. Like line up a cash, you'd be crushing it. And yep, we're shutting it down.
Oh,
that was my one. Right. That and then staying up the hill in the old hospital mental facility, if I remember correctly.
Exactly.
And then when we went back, we had a house right on the lake, and it was one the dealers normally stayed in, but they let all of our crew stay there. And that was just like a frat house for 5 days. That was a great time, too. So, I'm glad that's the thing about of this occupation is there are so many different things to do that I have a radio background and a print journalism background, and getting into TV was something that I had thought I'd wanted and then got totally away from it, and then kind of got now pulled back in with Poker Night in America and Heartland Poker Tour before this.
Well, you're on Bob Radio up in Fargo, right?
Yeah, that's every morning 5:30 to 9. We have the longest running #1 show in town. We've been together for 13 years, and I work with 2 of the best people. And our show, everyone says, "What do you do on your show?" Well, we talk about what's going on. We drink coffee and just have a nice.
So in other words, you're bullshit.
Basically, I mean, I got to pinch myself every 2 weeks when that check comes. Like, you got to be kidding! They're still paying me to do this.
That's awesome. How about them Bison, by the way, man? And for those that don't know, by the way, these guys are based up in Fargo, North Dakota, home of the North Dakota State Bison, the 3-time defending FCS national champions and 11-time national champions.
Feels good when you say
that. Looking for number 12 here. Defense starts first playoff game on Saturday.
Yep.
So
it's as being a alumni as you are of it. Well, you're alumni. I dropped out because somebody gave me $17,000 a year to do a radio gig.
There you go.
And I thought that was the most money I was ever going to make in my life. So I said, see you later, school. So I quit 18 credits short. That's another story. Anyway, as it's an exciting time to be at NDSU, and it's so funny how winning, you can get so used to winning, and what a drug it is.
I was there when they won 2 of those national titles.
So you were there like 90?
88, 90. I was there for those. Yep. Along with other national championships that one of the greatest universities in the history of God won at North Dakota State. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a very, and I'm a little salty about next weekend. So my family's actually coming on a vacation. We're going to Disney World for a week, and we're coming. I fly home tomorrow, and then I'll be home for Thursday, and then I fly back down here on Friday. Terrible planning, but so I do that, and Saturday is the playoff game.
Yep.
At the Fargo Dome against South Dakota State.
We got nothing to worry about.
Buck the funnies. Careful, buck the funnies, and we're gonna. And I can't be there for the playoff game. I've not missed one of the playoff games or one of the national championship games yet. And I'm like, oh no, and I can't be there for it. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris.
Yeah. Well, anyway, hopefully they win that one and have a couple more at home, and the Bison will continue to spread Bison Nation.
You betcha. It's awesome.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming up.
Fun.
Chris.
Thanks for the chat.
We got to do this more often, my friend.
This feels
you
like
got to give us your cell number. We'll hang out. I'll come with the Fargo. We'll go to the old Broadway. Get that schooner out. Oh God, don't even get me started on that. Oh Jesus.
And then you're probably going to want to go to Lauerman's. That doesn't exist anymore.
No.
The old Broadway's nothing like it used to
Rooters.
be.
I used to hang out
Rooters
at
is
Rooters.
exactly the same.
Rooters was awesome.
$1.25 root beer barrels at
Yes.
Rooters. Yeah, that's still going down.
Oh,
So,
God. Do you see the memories that we have?
Yeah.
Fargo's just an awesome
Hail the
place.
Bison. Hail the Bison. All right,
bet.
I'm going to get back to work. I know it's hard
no.
to believe, but actually,
I can't wait. I'm sitting here watching the live stream, and I can't wait for you to get back to work because I want to see these ladies play some cards.
yeah, we're about ready to get going for our final session of the night. I think we're planning on playing around 10:15, 10:30 tonight. So.
Sounds good.
All right,
Chris.
Okay,
Get
Mark,
Nancy Birnbaum in there.
is she down
Cannot
there?
wait to watch her play.
She's on deck.
Is she on deck? Okay, well then that means somebody's probably got a bust. So I don't want to be anyone's bad mojo for busting.
Yeah,
No,
me
no.
either, but hey, it's got to happen.
Yeah. All right. Hey guys, thank you so much, and
Thank you.
Great work you're doing. Thanks for the support of Poker Night in America, and we appreciate it very
Yep,
much.
No problem, buddy.
All right.
Thank you. Nice shirt, by the way.
It's light red. It's not pink. It's light red, you guys. Somebody said
Salmon.
if you put
It's
black
salmon.
dots on it, look like a slice of watermelon.
I forgot to bring my purple shirt down. I'm going to run up to the hotel room, get it, so we can stand side by side on the show. It'll be beautiful. Chris Hansen, everybody. Hey, and now if we didn't get this lady on the show, I would have cried. Because, of course, the Grindettes have been, man, you guys have been with me for 3 frickin' years.
I know. Aren't you tired of us?
No, I love you. I love you guys. Jamie Kerstetter will slide you over here a little bit to get you, make sure you're in the camera shot. But do you like my little voodoo lounge up here, by the way?
this. It's pretty cool up here.
Yeah, it's cozy. Nate, can you mute your mic for a sec?
I sure can.
Okay, yeah, we're just getting a little echo off you there. What a wild time down there. You gals are fun.
This has been really fun. It is more fun. Like, this is bigger than I usually play, so I thought I was going to be super nervous the whole time. But the table chatter has made it a lot more fun. Like, we're really having a good time.
Okay, I'm just going to get this question out of the way. Early on, much talk about boobs and getting naked. What I mean, now here we are. You know, we talk about not sexualizing the ladies down there. And what's the first thing you start talking about?
We're in a safe place. We're with each other. This is the stuff we talk about.
Oh, so this is like the locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, I know you doubled up down there a while ago. And how are things going since then?
Good. Yeah, I had just that one big hand. Like, I won a couple small pots. I looked at the stream. I got a 4-bet with Ace Jack through against Ace King, which makes me really lucky.
Nice.
And yeah, that one big hand where I made the second nut flush. I didn't get to see what Jacqueline had. I'm assuming it was a set. It felt like a cooler type of spot. Other than that, I'm just kind of chilling. I'm playing kind of tight, probably because it's bigger than I'm used to playing.
No, there's nothing wrong
fun.
with that.
It's kind of fun to just watch some hands too. Like, I know Danielle Moon and Vanessa Subs have a lot of experience playing cash, so it's nice to just be in the front row watching them.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, with this night, the first ever high stakes cash game for women ever to be televised, what does it mean to you to be part of something so historical in the game as what's happening here right now?
I think it's awesome. I think, like, sometimes I have, like, the pinch me moments because there is so much poker I used to watch on TV and, like, want to be part of things like this. And to be, like, eating dinner break with Danielle and Vanessa Selps, I'm like, this is cool. Like, it feels like, I don't know, I work really hard at poker. It's nice to get to do things like this. It's like a reward for working hard to be told, like, you're good enough to be a part of this. So it's really cool. It's surreal. I hope that they do this at a lot more stops because just talking, like, there are a lot of women who are really good at poker now.
Yeah.
You won't have trouble finding 9 people who can play, 9 females who can play this game at any of the stops they go to. So I hope that this is a success and they get to do some more of these.
Yeah, we were talking to Chris about the level of play down there too, and I know most of the women down there that are playing, and there's not many weak spots in that group.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't want to get in the middle of that. I've been telling the world how nasty you are on the table, and you're definitely showing it today along with everybody else.
Funny, we were just having this talk at dinner. You'd think that Danielle and Vanessa, and to some extent I have a lot of experience just playing poker, that we'd be like, yeah, ladies lineup, this is going to be fun. We're going to clean up in this game. And I'm like, no, I would have rather played the weekend game with the guys. Like, I'm looking at some of the men in the fields who, like, there are a lot of good players too. But there are a few spots. Here I'm looking like there's not really a lot of spots at this table.
No.
I think we'd be better off in a mixed game right now.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's just spectacular to see this, and and with the Grindettes, unfortunately Katie Stone got got that back
No,
injury.
I
She
feel
was
so
going
bad.
to be with
She's
us
sending
too.
me texts the whole time. She's so sweet. Like she's rooting us on really hard. And I think the one that's coming up in the Nugget, that's kind of her like home area. It's like where we both play, Borgata and everything there. So it's like maybe she'll get to do that one. Maybe her back will be better in time.
That would be
hopefully.
great. That would be great. So what's new with you? How's everything going? We haven't gotten to talk to you for a
It's
while.
good. I'm enjoying being in New Jersey still, and playing on Party, and just like having the ability to play on these New Jersey sites is really nice. I'm waiting for the rest of the country to wake up. We need some states linked together so that it could
If
really
not,
succeed.
it's going to fail.
Yeah.
Ultimate Poker took the nosedive, the first ones that walked in the door. And I'm so glad that Party Poker attached itself to the community when it came into New Jersey. They jumped on board with a couple different professional sports teams.
Yep.
And I think that's fantastic.
It's
And
definitely good advertising because we don't want to just play poker against other people who play poker. Like I want it to be at the Devils game, at the Sixers game, so that people who maybe didn't even know online poker was back, who weren't waiting for it to come back, they're educated that it's in New Jersey. I thought that was a really good marketing tool to get with the sports teams.
I think that was
Absolutely.
what problem that Ultimate had out in Nevada was the fields. The players that were playing were really good players.
Yeah.
And it's so tough for somebody who's not as experienced to get in there. And they're going to get for the most part get cleaned out a bunch of times, and eventually you're going to say enough's enough.
And they sponsored just so many pros and incentivized them playing on the site when it was a very small, like there wasn't a lot of liquidity on the site at all. So it's like if there's 100 people on the site and 20 of them are your sponsored pros and they're all these like crushers, all of a sudden all the money's in their account. Like they probably hasten their own demise by having so many pros and basically incentivizing them to play the high cash games. I didn't think they had a chance to succeed.
No, we're waiting for Party to get out to Nevada. I know I am.
I want New York is a big one. New York, Pennsylvania, or California, any of them, and they're going to succeed. One state is just really tough. Like they're not reaching the projections that were set, but it's basically they were set by politicians to get it passed.
Yeah, right.
And they were really lofty, their goals. So now I feel like if other states get included, they have a chance to actually reach those goals. But so many politicians it's really tough. Like if you read a lot on 2+2. And in some of the threads that are like basically people who just talk about like the politics behind all these things, and there are a lot of people who hate online gambling, and some of those people have all the money, like Adelson, and
that's
it's
one.
very frustrating because I think it's very one-sided, narrow-minded point of view, and it's just if you have all the money, you just pay politicians to have your same view.
Yep. And one thing I had mentioned on the show earlier today, and I just want to throw this out to you. Had you considered playing in just patches today? Because you wear a lot of patches. You are patched up all over the place.
These are companies Party sponsors me, and I play on their site every day when I'm at home. Run Good Gear, though, it's just like I love them. Like it's Tonic Arn, he's one of the nicest people I've met. He treats everyone so right. Like it's not a huge company. It doesn't have a lot of money to spend, but it's like, hey, I like that hoodie. It's like in my mailbox the next day. Like he's just nuts. Like he's like great to his customers. I'm hoping the company takes off. In the Midwest, it has. Like everyone's wearing Run Good stuff. And then DraftKings, it's funny, like I was making fun of fantasy sports, kind of, because all I get are bad beat stories about fantasy sports now. My friends who tell me hand histories constantly now tell me bad beat stories of fantasy sports. But I've been getting into it a little bit. Like I think it's fun to set a lineup. It makes it more fun to watch the games when you're sitting at home and you actually have a little bit invested in it if it's not the team you care about.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Well, there's something else where you get hooked on.
I don't think I should just wear patches. That might have been.
Well, we might have got the ratings up a little bit. No, but I want to congratulate you. I mean, it's just seeing the progression of all four of you has just been so great.
Nice, right? I feel like Jen is doing the best of everyone, just because her life balance has always been so good. She's one of the smartest people I've met, and she has her chess thing going on. She has like her guaranteed jobs, like she's making real money in her real jobs with a bunch of chess stuff, and then she just got really good at poker. Like in her spare time, she's smart enough where she doesn't have to devote her entire life to something to get really good at it.
Yeah,
she's just been mastering poker quietly in the background, and I still she probably plays half the poker I do, but she's one of my favorite people to like talk hands with because she's just so cerebral with everything. And then obviously the Katie's, like Katie Dozier is just so, every time I see her pictures on Facebook, she's just in Mexico, like enjoying her life and winning tournaments, like winning her little $50 freeze outs for like 10K.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and Stone is like in a nice relationship now, and she like lost a bunch of weight. Everyone's doing good. It's nice.
Well, I can't because I'm going to tell you one of these days we're going to get all 4 of you on a table together.
Yeah.
Oh God, I
Hopefully
want
it's a
that to happen
final
so
table.
bad.
That would be nice.
Well, I want to let you get back to yours. Looks like you guys are going to be getting back in
Yeah.
place soon. Jamie, thank you so much for
Thanks,
stopping
Mark.
up. I appreciate it. Always
Thank
a pleasure
you.
to see you.
See you later.
All right, there you go. Jamie Kerstetter of the Grindettes stopping in.
One of the classiest ladies in poker.
She is one of the classiest ladies in poker.
Absolutely.
And she just makes my heart go pitter-patter. See ya. Jamie Kerstetter, everybody. There we go. See, now we got some guests on the show. All that sprinting up and down did the job.
Good job.
Thank you.
Well done.
You betcha.
Chris Hansen, Jamie Kerstetter. Are you going to get Nolan?
I see Nolan. He's behind the curtain right now. You know what?
He's hiding. Go get him.
By the way, I want to apologize to all our fans because
get some nice freshly cooked trout and just make him smell it, and he'll come following you.
Because my phone, the camera on my phone has been busted for about 4 months. For some reason, it went blurry all of a sudden, and I like to tell everybody, I'm sorry I didn't get a lot of pictures I would have loved to have gotten
over there.
But coming up, there is our contract was up. I will have a new phone in hand when I get home.
Wow. Brand new, what, Galaxy?
iPhone 5.
Aw. You can't even bust out the 6 yet, huh?
No, we didn't upgrade to that one.
Yeah,
that would have been costly.
You should have talked to your Canadian friends. They'd have pitched in.
Yeah, well, we've got, but here's the picture that I'd love to take right now is we have the black curtain behind the backdrop. And Nolan Dalla, I can just see him through the curtain. And you know what it reminds me of? The Wizard of Oz. Really, it's like the wizard's back there. It's so cool.
He kind of is the wizard.
He is the wizard.
The wizard of poker.
Yep, so hopefully we're going to... I'm going to give Nolan a little time, see if we can get him up here before we wrap it up today. But what a trip it's been out here in Florida. We've seen so many great performances. We've seen some unbelievable ups and downs. Of course, covering with the shows, and of course covering everything here at Seminole Hard Rock on the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open site, shrpo.com, where I'm sure updates are still coming in. It's been another sensational trip. Keeping the fingers crossed, we put in to come to Lucky Hearts, the Lucky Hearts series, which is coming up here at the end of January. So fingers crossed we will get to come back here again. Because it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. I mean, it's a lot of work. I've put in so much time down here, but at least Al Canhang was smart enough to schedule me at the late shift, so I was in a position where I could stay on West Coast time, which is great.
Which is good.
Yeah, because of course coming up to Eugene, we're going to be home for 2 days and then up to Oregon. 2-pair poker tour. Make sure you guys go to the number 2 pairpoker.net and check that out. It's going to be a great series up there too. But I want to thank Yafa Mizrachi, the marketing director for all of this for this property and a bunch of the other ones here in the Seminole group. Dave Grubb, the head poker guy down here. Dave, and of course the lead tournament director. Chris Spears was down here. And I mean, I could go on and on with the entire staff. The dealers have been fantastic. The servers. I mean, I got Jose filmed for Poker Night in America. Hopefully, you're going to get to see him. Soda Bada Wada, cocktail coffee, banana. We're looking. They were very happy they got the tip. So I would assume that Jose will make an appearance on Poker Night in America. I'm excited about that. Because it's just one of the little things that happens when you go to a series. You meet people like that. We've met, I met a lot of fans of the show down here, which just thrills me to death. We got new Twitter followers and Facebook followers, a lot on Twitter.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. And just coming along and, we try to bring you great entertainment here on the show and just, give you the inside of what's happening. For example, like what we're doing here today, we're on set. We can tell you exactly what's going on, what's happening, give you a feel of what it's like to be here, aside from, what's happening on the table with the cards and the chips. Because there's, Chris mentioned that about the fun factor, and and that's really what this game is all about. And that's one of the cool things about a series like this, where there's so much great stuff going on. Being on a set like Poker Night in America, and we've been on other ones too. With the World Series, WPT events. We were Epic when we were on that one, Deep Stacks when we did that a while back, and it's a great time to chance to peel back the curtain a little bit. Because and I feel like I'm representing all the fans out there, because I want to give you the opportunity to feel like you're in the building, and it's just been so exciting, and so I want to thank everybody, the Poker Night in America team, and everybody here at Seminole Hard Rock for the opportunity to be here. Nate, you've done a great job co-hosting with us, and it's just been a blast. And of course, Todd Anderson and Poker Night in America too.
Well, you've been a blast too, Mark.
Well, thank you.
And hey, you've got to say happy birthday to somebody.
Yeah, I did. Oh boy, I'll do it again. My daughter Amanda, once again, turning 6 today. I miss you, little kid, a lot. But Daddy got you a good present. Last time when I came home from Seminole Hard Rock, I bought her a little teddy bear with the little Hard Rock hoodie. She hated it.
What?
She hated it. I gave that to her, and she was like, I don't like this. I was like, what?
You got to get her a shark or a dinosaur.
No, I got her a winner this time. I guess I could tell everybody. I mean, there's no way anybody's going to be able to tell her what I got.
Right, not until
Can I
you
do
get
that?
home tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
So she and Kristen watched the movie Frozen a lot, and Amanda loves to sing "Let It Go," which is just unbelievable to hear her sing. And I found a store here called Bratz that has a bunch of Disney stuff in it. It's for all girls, and I found I had a choice, Nate, between the Frozen backpack and the Frozen carry-on luggage. And I went for the backpack.
So you're going to be...
I figured she'd get more use out of that. And if she, if we travel, she can just throw stuff in the backpack.
So you're going to be wearing the backpack to the
no
airport? Oh, come on.
I'm not wearing.
Have somebody take your picture, Mark.
Dude, I got enough crap I got to carry through the airport. Thank you very much.
Well, just do it for fun while you're in the airport waiting.
No. I can't take a picture anyway. The only reason to do that would take a picture, and I'm not doing it. By the way, Nate, I hope you're ready to, get excited, because Nancy Birnbaum's getting mic'd up.
Woohoo!
And Nancy, great person. She's gonna be, looks like she's gonna be diving into the game here. I'm not sure
whose seat is she taking.
Who's out of here, but Nancy Birnbaum is gonna hop
Everybody's
in here.
like, Marsha's getting set after set after set. I'm out of here.
You know what? Maybe she did a hit and run. I wouldn't blame her.
You're allowed to do that in a cash game.
Look, I'll tell you what. With the talent that's here in this room, man, if I popped off a double up, I guarantee you, because I do have a stand, and that's something we're all going to have to work on. I do have a standing invitation as part of our deal that if I can raise the money, I can be on the show. Okay,
and that's a deal we're going to have to work on.
So we got to raise that $5K. And just let me get out there and take one shot.
Call Mike Mattisau. See if he'll just take it off the money that he owes Ted.
Oh, stop it. That doesn't help me. So that is part of our deal right now. So if we can raise the $5K, we'll put some Mark Hoke Show stuff on. I'll put a Nate Dowland mask on. I'll put a Nate Dowland mask on the front, Joe Payne on the back. We'll swing it around.
Why don't you just let me play, and I'll just wear a Mark Hoke shirt?
Well, if you can get the 5,000, I'm first. Sorry, I made the deal.
Well, if I'm holding $5,000 and you're not, there's going to be a difference.
I'm going to say, don't put that guy on the show. He's seat blocking me on there.
I could get it.
All right. Well, yeah, you could, because I can make a call.
And hey, in other news, Daniel Negreanu gives a thumbs up to Vicky Corin. She deserves all the kudos in the world for not staying with Poker Stars and going against her own beliefs.
Absolutely. Yeah, I saw that tweet from Daniel today, too. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I want to take one more break. I'm going to see if Nolan can sneak up here. I know they're kind of just looking like getting ready to get started here fairly shortly with the last session of play tonight. Like Chris said, they're gonna play till about 10:30 tonight. So we should get about 2 hours and 45 minutes or so of, well, actually probably about 2.5 with another break in there, of play from Ladies Poker Night in America's Ladies Night, a historic night here at the Seminole Hard Rock Paradise Live Theater, as we are our first ever high stakes ladies cash game that is going to be televised. It is something else. So let's get one more break in. Hey, take care of the sponsors, guys. You're going to hear from them. We'd love for you to support them, because it's hard to get sponsors for poker. We all know this. So if people are willing to put down the bucks, you better take care of them and keep them in the game. Because if they make money, then they sponsor other stuff too. And then we get to do really cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And the World Series is coming up in just 6 months.
Oh, God, I know. Trust me, I know.
It's end of May, man. It's gonna be here any minute.
God,
are you prepared?
No, but I'm
You
better
better start stocking up cooling towels.
Well, we're talking to them. I hope we get them back on board. But yeah, so let's get that break in, and we're gonna come back and wrap this thing up one way or the other with another guest, or just more chitter chatter about what's happening here and in the poker world. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show along with Nate Dallin. Thanks for joining us, guys. We do appreciate it. We're live. Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Poker Night in America Ladies Night telecast. Stick around. We'll be right back.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors, and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends. We supply everything else. Live it. Love it. Pokershop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
The Two-Pair Poker Tour takes over the High Mountain Poker Palace in Eugene, Oregon, December 4th through the 14th. The series features 8 live-streamed final tables where you could be playing for a championship for all your friends to see. This Two-Pair Poker Tour series will also feature appearances by ESPN's Lon McCarran, WSOP bracelet winner Tyler Patterson, Two-Pair Team Pros Sean Drake, Matt Bodorf, and Drew Casari, plus the Mark Hoke Show team, bringing you commentary and live event coverage throughout the series. And book your rooms now with a special poker player rate at the beautiful Holiday Inn Eugene Springfield by calling 541-284-0631 and use the group code HMP. So join us at Eugene, Oregon for the Two-Pair Poker Tour December 4th through the 14th. For all the series info, visit twopairpoker.net, the number 2pairpoker.net. Two-Pair Poker. We provide the ultimate player experience.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our 4th annual Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, November 13th through December 3rd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts November 13th with a $500,000 guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Championship begins November 28th through December 3rd with a guaranteed prize pool of $2 million. Final table of the championship will be live streamed by Poker Night in America and aired on CBS Sports. Space is limited. Visit shrpo.com or the poker room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to the Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, and we are back for one more go-round here at the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. Last couple minutes up here in the cozy lounge. And I know the lighting sucks up here, but I did the best I could. The word up, everybody. How you doing?
I don't believe you.
What, you don't believe the lighting sucks up here?
I don't believe you did the best you could.
No, I did the best I could. You don't understand. By the way, I nearly started a fire.
Oh no.
I had to pull this double-ended lamp out of the storage room, right? And the bars that hold the shade up on one of the two bulbs are broken. But I had the shade kind of propped, but it slipped. So the shade was on top of the light bulb. Slowly but surely melting it away. Yeah, so kiss that shade goodbye.
Yep. You're lucky you didn't set out the smoke detectors.
Well, I caught it before any smoke happened, but I was like, oh, scheisse, that's melting. That's not good.
I don't know how it burnt down. The only person up there was Mark Hoke.
Yeah. All right. Well, and I got to go voice it again because the players are back in play now. So they're going to be wrapping it up tonight. So it looks like that's going to do it for us.
So who's sitting at the table?
Nancy Birnbaum is in the one seat.
Is in the one seat. Oh, we lost the cleavage. Darn it.
Yeah, so but Jacqueline Moscow is taking leave.
Darn.
So she is out of there. Let me see if there's any other changes. I'll stand.
But I'm glad that Nancy's in there. So go, 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 go. Go Treble.
Yep. Otherwise, the lineup has not changed. So Nancy Birnbaum is in there in C1, Marshall Wolax in C2. Everybody else staying the same. All right. So that, I guess, is going to do it here from Seminole Hard Rock at the Rock and Roll Poker Open. And, I should check real quick on if we see if any updates from that final table going on, by the way, before we get out of here. Because, of course, that is going to be live streamed tomorrow. Also here on pokernight.com. So that should be pretty cool. Give me 1 second here. I'm just waiting for that to refresh out. And, of course, you can follow all the action at shrpo.com. And, yes, they are down to the final table. So we have 6 players coming back tomorrow, it looks like. Well, it's interesting, though, because there's a name missing there, so I don't know if they hit the 6 or what. But Andrei Andrejevic is listed 5.7, Sean Winter 4.9, Jeff Chang 2.6, Stephen McCoy 1.8, Faraz Jaka 1.2, Chris Bullock 1.2. But they haven't said that final table's been hit, so because I was pretty sure they were stop and play. So not sure what's happening there. I'll have to check with the blog team. I'm sure they'll get that updated as soon as possible. But that's just about all, guys. 3 weeks coming home tomorrow. We'll be back on the Mark Hoke Show on KLEV 1230 AM and KLEV1230am.com for all you outside of Las Vegas. So there we go, Nate. All done. That's it. Nate? Are you still there? Did we lose Nate? All right. Well, that'll do it for us, guys. I want to thank all of you for being with us throughout all these shows. All these shows archived up on YouTube. Just go under Mark Hoke. We'll have some podcasts up for you coming up with the KLEV shows, too. Thank you, everybody, for being with us. And we will see you next time, Wednesday, and then, of course, up in Eugene, Oregon for the 2-pair poker tour. So make sure you please check that out, and we will we'll see you up there. Thank you for being with us. Thanks to Seminole Hard Rock for having us down. We'll catch you later, everybody. Have a great night. Enjoy the live stream of Ladies' Night, Poker Night in America. Have a good one.